Tink. Just as Quentin slipped out the back, the tinks rang out across the floor. The room hushed. As all heads turned toward the stage, Gloria Patton stepped forward. Her posture wasn't stiff, it was sovereign. The kind of stillness that made gravity jealous, the kind that dared you to challenge it. She let the silence stretch and settle like dust.
Ladies and gentlemen,
She began.
thank you all for being here tonight. As your chief administrator, it means more than you know to see the faces of this city gathered in fellowship and in future. And now,
She said.
before we close, please welcome someone you all know, and someone you'll come to know even better. Someone with the heart and history this city needs.
Her hand swept toward the wings, graceful and deliberate.
My nephew, Marcus Patton.
From the edge of the stage, Marcus Patton emerged. Tall, magnetic, shoulders squared, walk smooth. He passed Paul Lawrence on the way up, stack of cue cards held out like a life raft. Marcus didn't even glance. Walked right past him, cue cards dangling like a failed promise. Unwanted, useless. Marcus reached the podium, adjusted the mic, smiled, and cleared his throat. Riverside Overlook, near the North Bank Promenade. Outside, the river rolled slow and wide. The bridge cut across the sky like a poorly stitched scar. It loomed, rust and regret, flickering lights strung like half-hearted promises, tracing a broken line from old money to older wounds. The river split the soul in this city. East Side polished their streets. West Side patched their roofs. Downtown was the handshake nobody trusted. Quentin leaned into the rail, cigarette smoke trailing into the heavy sky. His side of the river glowed across the water, faint street lamps throwing halos too soft to reach all the way across. It sat like an apology, hiding its scars behind the bridge's reflection. The gala hummed faintly 2 blocks away. Quentin's cigarette burned slow, ember pulsing with every drag. Behind him, the click of heels, a rhythm he knew better than his own bullshit. "You know I hate when you sneak off," Mallory said, easing beside him. He didn't turn. "Sneak? I am grown, Mel. I do not sneak." "You don't announce it either," she said, eyes past the water, right as Marcus's name got called. "You stirring old rivalries?"
Good evening.
The mic hummed. He didn't rush. He let the silence curl around the words.
When I first accepted my Aunt Gloria's offer to get into politics, I thought, man, here's a real chance to make a change.
The audience leaned in. Gloria's serene smile stayed frozen in place, sharp at the edges.
But I don't know.
He spoke with casual gravity, like he was telling it to himself first.
A city's like a body. It remembers its whole wounds. Injuries flare at the hardest times. Sometimes you think you're healed, and then you realize, whoa, you got more rehab ahead of you. Uncle Richard used to say, you don't build a future by sweeping your past under the rug. You build it by stitching the rug. Piece it together with what's left. See what needs saving. See what needs leaving.
Across the room, Gloria's daughter, the city attorney, Carla Patton, watched with a frown stitched. Her fingers drummed slow against the stem of her champagne glass. Carla leaned into Paul, whispering sharp, "What is he talking about?" Paul just shook his head, eyes pinned to Marcus like he was watching a car veer off the road.
And some things
said, voice dropping lower now.
Some things we can't just leave behind. We gotta smoke it out his hole.
Gloria Patton didn't flinch, didn't twitch. If she felt a storm brewing, she wore it like perfume. Diagnosin' a nigga mid-smoke break again, I see? Quentin just flicked ash over the rail, letting the question hang. Mallory, softer, you know. People didn't show up here tonight just for autographs. They showed up hoping to see the version of you that they remember. His voice lowered. One from the highlights or the '96 game at the Regal, the one worth believing in? That cracked something in him. He turned, slow, steady. The breeze caught a loose strand of her hair. She brushed it back without thinking. Her eyes held his. "Don't be too big on me, Mal," he said, voice rough. "I'm not the big-time hero everybody think I am. I'm not looking for who everybody thinks you are," she said. That landed harder. His smirk faded. "Ain't that easy," he said softly. "Lot of shit come with being me. Not even sure I understand it all, you know?" "I do." Her voice was steady. "But I'm not here to make it easy. I'm here to make it worth it." Silence. The river whispered. The city buzzed, too distant to touch. Mallory stepped in, fixed his tie, fingers brushing the knot, smoothing the fabric like she had the right to. Quentin watched her hands, then her face. Something so simple felt perfect when everything else felt like performance. He leaned in a breath's worth. She didn't move back, but she didn't lean forward either. Mallory smiled and let go. "You ready to head back?" she asked gently. Quentin nodded. "Let's do it."
Cause in the end, we only got one shot to not miss the chance of our lives, cause opportunity knocks once in a lifetime. So we gotta lose ourselves.
Did he just... Was that Eminem? Carla asked Paul. "Yes," Paul replied. "That's exactly what he just did." Scattered applause tried to find rhythm but couldn't. It clapped, hesitated, scattered again. Polite hands, unsure if they should clap. Marcus didn't stay to savor it. He set the mic back in its cradle and walked off the stage like a man who wasn't up for auction anymore.